Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball HTB. Hope you all, thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Look, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff there. As you can see, this is a very different video. I'm going to be focusing my attention on Rugby League, of course, but Rugby League in South Australia. That's right, I'll be taking you guys through a tour into what Rugby League is like in South Australia, the competitions, and giving you guys just a quick, an overview really of what I'll be doing, and at the same time as well, while I'm doing this and all that stuff there with some more added bonus stuff in between. There'll also be pictures as well for you guys to watch, so you'll obviously get more, knowledge as to what I'm talking about. So without further ado, hit that intro. Alright guys, well here it is. If you weren't aware, I made a post on Twitter as well as Instagram where I spoke about me wanting to dive deeper into Rugby League in South Australia. For those of you who are unaware, there is a competition that is functioning in South Australia and has been for quite some time, since 1976 to be exact. Obviously teams have come and gone since then, and obviously an actual NRL team as well was actually there during the Super League era in the Adelaide Rams. But obviously when you think of South Australia and you think of sports, you think of the Adelaide Crows, you think of Port Power, you know what I mean? So again, those are the two main clubs, probably Adelaide, United, depending on where you're from, what sport you're into. But you don't really associate Rugby League with South Australia, and that's okay. It is what it is. But again, like I said, we're here to talk about it, and we're here to basically help people recognize the game, the beautiful game in South Australia. Just to give you guys a bit of a trivia, there's actually been 3 players who have played in the NRLSA competition who have actually gone on to play Rugby League in the NRL. Nathan Vag, he played for the Sharks. Joel Reddy, you guys know he played for the Eels. And then you have Brenton Lawrence, who played for Manly. Again, Joel Reddy and Brenton Lawrence, both players who played for multiple clubs. But again, those are the 3 distinct players there. So again, it's good to know that if you do play, there is that chance. Never say never, you know what I mean? Just because you're playing a game in a state that may not be as popular, never say never. If you have a dream, a goal, and a drive, you can do it. All right, so that's a bit of the intro there. We're going to get into the NRLSA comp info, give you guys a bit of history, and then we're going to bring it into the now. All right, so the competition, as mentioned before, was founded in 1976. South Australia's first game was against Great Britain, who was touring at the time. They actually played in Hawthorn in Adelaide, and the score was 101 Great Britain, 0 points South Australia, and that was the 24th of May, 1914. So going all that way back there, hey, you got to start somewhere. Not the best score, but like I said, better forward than not do anything at all. So then their second game, South Australia, and when I say South Australia, I mean the representative team, that is the state team. Australia played South Australia in the 11th of August 1943, and Australia beat South Australia 96 points to 5. In the third game, international flavour, here at France, who toured South Australia, and then on the 18th of May 1955, and they beat South Australia 48 points to 10. So those are the 3, early structured beginning games, all in different, decades, but still structure nonetheless, I think anyway. So that is sort of it. And from 1976, or should I say 1914 till now, regardless of its popularity, regardless of its, competition in regards to how many times they played or whatever, any of that stuff, the competition has still been going. So for me, it's founded in 1976, but I go back to 1914 personally. That's just me. But anyway, sweet. So now we turn our attention to NRLSA. And again, like I said, we have NRLWA, NRL Victoria, obviously with New South Wales, Queensland. Do I need to even talk about those 2 states? Now, we turn our attention to NRLSA. So as it stands, currently, the champs are the Western District Warriors. So Western District Warriors are the current champs. They've gone back-to-back. This year here, they're looking to win their 3rd consecutive title. So can they do it? We'll have to wait and see. So the teams that are currently in the NRLSA competition are the Central District Roosters, the Eastern Eels Rugby League Club, the South Adelaide Rugby League Club, the MEC Swans Rugby League Club, the Western Districts Rugby League Club, and the Adelaide Hills Tigers Rugby League Club. But just quickly, side note with the Adelaide Hills Tigers Rugby League Club, I do believe they're a junior club. I think they're in the process of finding stuff. I'm not too sure. But again, with these clubs here, all of these clubs are actually accessible, which is awesome. All clubs are ready to put their hand up and are trying to recruit players to play for the season, which is good. It's great to see that that drive, that continued drive, even with COVID. I was keeping tabs on NRLSA as well during that time. And, obviously with everyone, you got to stop in the start and start. But they did a wonderful job managing that during that COVID time. So for me personally, I applaud NRLSA for what they've done there. But hey, they're back, ready to swing, and I'm actually ready to watch. Some of the former teams as well. There was the Port Adelaide Cougars, the River City Knights, and the TEC Titans. So again, guys, those were the former teams. But yeah, the current teams, those are the teams I'm going to be watching out for. I'll get into it later on as to why I'm doing this, but those are the current teams. So yeah, Central District Roosters, Eastern Eels, South Adelaide, MEC Swans, Western Districts, and the Adelaide Hill Tigers. So just quickly as well, there was actually another comp under the NRLSA banner. There was a Spencer Golf League, and this was to do with the rural area of rugby league in South Australia. So it did exist. The competition is no longer running. But in saying that, never say never. We'll just have to wait and see. And they actually did play some of the NRLSA Metro teams. So, for example, there was actually a game between a team, Olympic Dam Barbarians, which were based in Roxby Downs, who had a game against the Western District Warriors as well, to give you guys an example. And so the teams that were actually playing in, or who did participate in the Spencer Golf League, there were 5. There was the Port Augusta Goannas, there was the Port Pirie Pirates, Tawela Steelers, Olympic Dam Barbarians, and the Spencer Golf Titans. And again, they used to play each other, on a regular fixture, a competition that's now no longer present. But if I was to be honest, something I would like to sort of personally dive into myself and see what we can do, what's needed to be done to get rugby league running in the rural heartlands of South Australia, which I think is very important too. So yeah, again, those are my thoughts there. You guys will see as well, there's some logos here. So just give you guys a bit of a glimpse of the NRLSA logos. So as present, they've got some of the older ones to what they are now. I'm quite familiar with some of them as well. Having played rugby league in Adelaide when I was younger, one of the logos there is what I associated with NRLSA at a time. And just quickly, side note, I used to play a bit of high school rugby league in the Oval at the Eels district, which is based in Dry Creek, where I used to play a bit of rugby league there for high school. We used to go there, and we also used to play. We played in Aberfoyle as well. I believe another team that used to play was the Aberfoyle Dragons. But yeah, I've had, I wouldn't say I've had a long, decorated career playing rugby league in SA, but as a teenager growing up, I've had some fond memories of playing rugby league, full stop, in South Australia. So it's been awesome but like I said, my next project is going to be doing this. So look, I'm going to be concluding this. Basically, if you follow me in my journey here, this show, when the season commences, I'm unsure as to when they commence, but when they do, I'll get onto it. I'll let you guys know. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing tips of the teams that are playing in the NRLSA. Again, the teams mentioned, I believe there's only 5 though who are actively playing. As I mentioned before, Adelaide Hills are a junior team, and I think they're recruiting for some older seniors. I'm not too sure what's happening there. But I'll be doing teams, tips, previews, reviews, and I'm hoping to get some interviews as well. So if you're watching here from the NRLSA and you're interested, please hit me up on Twitter or Instagram as well. That's where you can follow me, or even on YouTube in the comment sections down below. But again, I just want to basically, the reason why I want to do this is I just want to give other people a rugby league experience from South Australia, right? Rugby league down south, I want people to understand and know that there is a competition thriving, a competition nonetheless, rugby league nonetheless. And so I want to try and further pursue that and give exposure to what they're doing. Again, guys, the teams I mentioned before in the NRLSA that are, playing now, they do have merch as well coming out. So again, guys, if you want to support a team, if you want to follow a team, feel free to please buy their merch. Decent prices too. I'm going to be wearing some as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, tips, previews, reviews, interviews, thoughts, and all that stuff. Getting you guys weekly updates, regular updates on all things that are happening in NRLSA. But for the time being, this is me done. Hope you guys are well. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it very much. And if you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hey, even give NRLSA a follow. They're doing some good things, so follow them on Instagram and Facebook as well. I think that's where they're primarily, that's where their main engagement is on those two platforms. And even give some of the other teams as well a follow. But in saying that, take it easy. Thanks you guys for watching. Just remember, much like NRLSA, what you have to do, hold the ball. Take it easy, guys. See you guys next time. And just remember, man, just like NRLSA, I think they know what to do it.